Oh my goodness.
Hi.
Hey, what's going on, ladies? It's been a minute, hasn't it?
Yes, it has.
Welcome to another edition of Get Them Drinks. Get Them Drinks. You gonna need a lot more wine. Cheers. Oh my goodness. It's been a minute. I need a drink. Drink, Breezy, don't start.
That's good.
Ooh, watermelon wine.
It's delicious.
You know what? When I saw that in a liquor store today, when it said watermelon, let me get that. I need to get that right now. Wow, ladies, welcome back. It's been a minute, right? So I am so excited to see y'all's beautiful faces.
Excited to see y'all too.
Yeah, it's time to get this train back on track. You know what I'm saying? So, just before we get started, the reason why we have our shows is because we want to educate. But not only do we want to educate, we want to enlighten, empower, and engage our audience into topics or conversations that are not always easy conversations to discuss. Right, ladies?
That's right.
Absolutely.
And what was that other part? I can't even hardly remember. You know what? It's our mission statement, so we'll pick that back up a little bit later. So anyway, welcome back. Thank you all so much for joining us.
Yes.
So today's topic, Lord have mercy, we already know what the hot topic is, right? So our topic for today is the slap. And was the slap a trap?
Ooh.
Was the slap a trap?
It turned out to be a trap.
Ooh,
That's for sure.
wait, somebody go ahead and elaborate on that.
So, I'm just thinking, I don't know. When I watched it, I'm just thinking, if it was my man, I think I probably would have held on to him and told him not to go do it. That's what I would have done.
You know what? The way Will walked up there so smooth, like a smooth criminal.
Yes.
I'm thinking, well, surely he's not, about to do anything. And clearly the other gentleman did not think he was about to walk up there and slap him, right?
Right.
So what would you have done as his woman, if you had any inkling that he was going to walk up on that stage?
I think hindsight is always 20/20. I don't know, and we can't say for sure if she knew that he was going to go up there and slap him, because you said he was like a smooth criminal. He walked toward him, and Will, being the jokester that he is, I don't think even Jada may not have known that he was getting ready to slap him.
Right.
Oh.
You talk about him
Yes.
being a jokester. It's
Yes.
like, I'm sure that situation caught everybody off guard.
It did.
Okay.
It did.
And Breezy, you and I had a conversation earlier, and we talked about it being a trap. Just him walking up there, slapping this gentleman. This could be a situation where he could lose a lot of things from doing this.
Yes.
He could lose endorsements. He could lose movie deals and all kinds of stuff. That right there speaks volumes to why this could have been a trap for him.
Yes, I believe that it is going to eventually pan out to be a trap, and that's why we have to put our emotions in check so that things like a lack of self-control does not allow you to be entrapped by your actions. We're all human, and I just feel like he lost his self-control, and in that instance, now he did become a trap of his own lack of self-control.
And whatever happened to sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Whatever
Yeah.
happened to that?
Yeah.
You know what? I want to go back and have a drink to losing his self-control. How about
Yes.
that? How about we have a drink
Yes.
to that? Don't lose your
Don't
self-control.
lose your self-control.
Drink. Don't start.
Don't lose your self-control or your self-worth.
Oh, yes.
Because in that moment, $1 million man became a $2.
Ho, ho, ho.
I'm just saying, it went from him being everything to nothing in one instance because of his lack of self-control.
Right.
And on the other hand, Rock, he had a lot of self-control. And, a lot of people was talking about, well, if it was me, I would have been scrapping and rolling on the ground, which that probably would have been me. If someone slapped me, I would have been probably rolling also. But then again, in a way, I think it was great for Rock not to do anything.
Yes, and someone said, what if Chris Rock would have behaved in that same manner? They said he could not because he had the hour the black people resting on his shoulders.
Yes.
So in
yes,
that
yes.
moment where everybody think we're so angry all the
Yes.
time, he was able to show up and show, no, everyone is not always angry. We don't
Yes.
always do the same things.
That's right.
So he
Correct.
countered that thought.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, you know what I was thinking was that, you know, we talked about it being a trap. So, I mean, what if both of these gentlemen had acted irately?
Whew. It would have
Yeah.
been a mess.
Then it would have been a damn double trap, wouldn't it?
A
Double trap.
trap. Exactly.
I mean, both of these gentlemen have so much to lose because they're both, you know, we put all of our celebrities on this high pedestal.
right.
So because of that and because of what they, you know, the business in which they're in, and because both of them are so doggone popular and making so much dang on money, man, I tell you, it's really crazy.
Well, you know, another thing I think about too is sometimes when we're looking in at somebody that does something wrong, we always put, you know, like we be so mean to them because they did something wrong. But on the other hand, if we were being followed around, just think of the stuff that we did that's not on live TV that we would be ashamed of.
Exactly.
You know, so I look at that too. You know, sometimes we're just so hard on people that make mistakes, and we have made worse mistakes.
Exactly.
Right.
And
You
we're
know.
just not always in the limelight like they are.
Correct. Yeah. So I have a question that I would like to pose to you ladies.
Okay.
Okay, do we need a drink before this question?
You know what? I think we might need a drink before that. So how about we toast first and then we drink breezy? Don't forget. I tell you what, I'm about to run out before the show is over. That's so dang
Watermelon.
good. So the question that I would like to pose to you ladies is, what if that was your man that walked up on that stage and slapped another individual? What would your reaction have been?
Well, never say never. I just feel like because this had happened like 6 years previously, and when you go back and look at everything that has led up to this moment, this was just not a moment. Moments led up to this particular moment.
Yeah.
Right.
So for me, because I know that I'm an emotional person and I know my man may or may not show out, just depending on what day it is. Hey, sweetie, let's talk about the plan in case he says this. So I don't think I would have been caught off guard. You know what I mean? I would have probably, because we would have already planned, if this joker try this stunt tonight, this is how we're going to play this out. Or let's go and find him now to make sure I'm not the object of his joke.
That's good.
And well, with me, I mean, I like comedy anyway, and I like to joke. I'm a jokester, if anyone knows me. So I would have just laughed it off and laughed it with my man and not, you know, would have not rolled my eyes or got an attitude over the joke. I would just take it.
But that camera, see, we're looking at it in hindsight. The camera slowed down just to catch that moment. You rolling your eyes is so quick. How did Will go from laughing to that moment to him?
Oh, yeah.
It all happened so fast. It's just a natural reaction. He's talking about me again. But it was almost like they became one. He felt
Yes.
something for him to snap like
Oh,
that.
yes, and from her.
Yes. Because I think they said she was laughing. Then she rolled her eyes.
Yeah.
And it just happened so suddenly.
But
It's
you know,
like...
that's a part of, you know, having that connection with your mate. You know, how
Yes.
long have they been together? For quite some time. So I mean, he knows her. She knows him.
And some
you know what I'm saying?
You know, and some people say, you know, when I was doing hair and stuff, you know, they be talking. Everybody's talking about the slap. One guy told me, he said, well, maybe he was gonna get a beating if he didn't do nothing. Maybe when he got home, Jada was gonna spank him. And get, you know, just get him like it was like, you better do it or you gonna get it.
And hell,
you know?
maybe he wanted a spank.
So there's all type of, you know, things out there that people are thinking what could have happened.
Right.
You know.
I just believe all those moments that led up to that moment. When I went back and looked at all the things he had said
Correct.
before that, not just what he said 6 years ago. Will Smith posted something on his ex-wife's. It was her birthday. Chris Rock goes to his page and say, your wife must be understanding. Talking about Jada. Now you jugging at me. So why are you jugging at me?
Right.
So it was about 5 different things that Chris Rock did. And then when I see you, Really?
Yeah.
Now you're gonna try this in my face?
Right.
Oh no.
Oh, so it might have been a battle before that we don't even know
A
about.
battle
Yeah,
before the
there's-
battle.
Yeah.
Clearly there's some history with something that's going on with those three, right?
Yeah.
Maybe Chris Rock just mad because Jada didn't choose him.
Oh no.
that could have
Maybe he
that
wanted
could be the
Miss Jada,
point.
and he just felt like, why? You know how most men are. It's like, you know what? Why did she choose him and didn't choose me?
Right.
Yes.
Right.
And also in that last joke, he said, "Don't be mad. Get mad because your man made $20 million and the movie tanked." Yeah, so all this
actually
is,
said that?
he said this at the last Oscars in the magazine. I read this. So he been coming for them for a long time. So when he say, in other words, you could talk about me, but you keep my wife's name
Right.
out your mouth.
Right.
So come for me, but don't come for my queen. So
I know that's
it's just
right.
so many elements around that one slap.
It really is. We talked a little. Well, you just mentioned about you can come for me, but don't come for my lady. Mm-hmm. Hey, you know what? I mean, I really don't condone him going up there and slapping Chris.
Right.
But hey, protect your woman, baby. You know what I'm saying?
He protected that queen. You hear me?
Yes, and hey, protecting your woman, I am quite all right with that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Maybe in a different manner.
Yes.
Maybe how about he just sit there and say, "Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth,"
Yes.
or I'm gonna come up there and bust you down.
Or like I'm
Yeah.
after the show.
Right.
Something.
Wow.
We gonna throw down, some sign language, hand signs.
Something.
Exactly.
I think I just would have approached him beforehand. I don't know if they've seen each other before the last Oscars, but clearly what you did was disrespectful then.
Right.
So let's talk about that thing. Don't do it tonight.
Oh yeah.
We talk about bullying all the time.
Yes.
So, I mean, basically, because all of this has, just ramped up, I mean, really, it sounds like a form of bullying that Chris Rock has been doing over time.
Is it comedian bullying or?
Absolutely.
Comedic bullying.
Comedian bullying.
Well, Chris Rock is not the first to be attacked, and he won't be the last, because I've been to many comedy shows where the comedians have been attacked for joning the people out in the audience all the time.
They've
this
actually
happens
physically
all the
gotten
time.
up and-
Oh yes, if you Google it, you'll see all the attacks. So this is not the first time. It's just when the people get drunk in the club and stuff like that, in the comedy clubs, and they start joning them, they get mad. It hurts their little feeling. They want to jump up on stage. So normally they have bodyguards. The comedians have bodyguards to catch the people, but there have been a couple of people that have been attacked. I think, what's his name? The little guy.
Kevin Hart.
No, not him. The one from Atlanta. Cat Williams.
Oh,
I think he got
he
attacked
is
a
so
couple
funny.
of times. So, it's part of comedy. I say it's part of freedom of speech.
Right.
Like, don't we have freedom of speech in the United States of America?
But I agree with that, but not so much, because I don't pay my money for me to become the object of your jokes.
Right.
So what's funny to you may not be funny to me. Find something
Oh,
else
yeah.
to joke about.
Oh, yeah.
And then when it's dehumanizing, you're talking about you equating her to Rihanna's panties. That is just totally unacceptable.
That's very disrespectful.
It's very disrespectful.
Right.
And then this was the first of many. First black Oscar being hosted by all black cast. While we had to show our black behind at this event, it wasn't about you. So it was
Yes.
just so much that could have been done differently.
Yes. And he joned on all the couples.
He picked the wrong one.
Yeah, you're right.
He picked
the
the
wrong
wrong
one. That's
night.
The
right.
wrong one on the wrong night.
Wrong night.
You know what? As
Yeah,
a matter of fact,
because
it
they
was
were-
the right night, wasn't it?
Right night, fight night.
Wow. So,
Yes.
I was reading something, and I can't remember the actor's name, and he talked about how he was kind of belittled by Chris Rock when he first got started into acting. He had mentioned that he was on the set with Chris, and he walked in, and Chris kind of just looked at him and said, "Oh, you still acting? Or you still at it?" or something like that. So he said he was really, kind of taken back by that he didn't show more support, to another black actor.
Yes.
So Chris Rock did this to someone else?
Chris Rock did this to someone else.
Wow.
So,
And it makes you wonder because like when they were trying to get him to boycott the Oscars, he was like, "No, I'm hosting it. Like I'm the black guy that's hosting the Oscars."
Right.
And like, are you willing to stand for something that I don't know, it's just a certain twist to that. They were the ones that boycotted the Oscars 6 years ago.
Right.
You said those negative things about them. Now here they are. It just could have been a beautiful moment.
Yes.
And they made it ugly. So
Yes.
3 people got in that fight to me that night, but they all lost. There were no
Oh,
winners
yes,
and losers.
That's right.
Yes, that's
That is
no
so
winners
true.
and losers.
Hey, let's have a drink to no winners
winners
or
and
losers,
losers.
right? Is that what you
Yes.
said? Winners or losers?
No winners and no losers.
No, this is good.
Because
don't put that down. Have a drink.
All right. Now.
Lord have mercy. We have been at this for so long, but I still had to tell her to drink. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Jesus, you are too
Oh my
funny.
God. But it seems like that in the world, it seems like it's a 50-50. Like some go for Will, some go for Chris, some go for Will. It's like not even like equal. Like, you know, there's 2 different views with everybody, you know?
You know I hate to
And
say
I
this.
like both of them. I like Will Smith. I mean, I used to do shows with him back in the day when I used to rap. We used to open shows up with him, and he was a very nice guy.
You know what I really hate the most, and I hate to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway, because you know what? This is a show with no shame.
let's talk about this thing.
Let's talk about this thing. So we about
No
to talk about
shame,
this
no
thing.
shame.
So how about, what really irritates me is that these are the 2 chosen Negroes that get to be in that circle with, you know, our white people. So the fact that they get up there, well, especially Will, and get up there and cut the food, now he about to get kicked out the party. You know what I'm saying? So they only invite a few of us to the party anyway.
Yes.
So now this is just one less person that we have at the table, right?
Yeah. But like Breezy always says, we make our own party, right?
That's right.
We do.
That's what she
That's
always
right.
say. We make our own party,
That's
and
right.
what, we don't wait for.
No, we want end to end control.
End to end control.
But it's just so strange. These are the same people that boycotted something. You get invited to the event, and then you get an Oscar, and then you show your behind. So it's almost like the Oscar saying, "This is why."
Yes. Yes.
You know what? They better not say this is why.
Well, they can't say it, but I mean the fact that it's been what it's been,
Right.
inequity the whole time.
Correct.
Yes.
You could say a lot of things without
But you
saying
know,
it.
but listen here. They act a fool just like we do. You know what I'm saying?
Not
they
really
show
in
out.
public.
Yeah, yes they do. They show out. They cut up. They steal. They rob just like we do. You know what I'm saying? So don't you know?
Every nationality.
Yeah,
does
but
that.
everything is always magnified when we do something. But
Well, I
they
think
have the
it's-
same issues.
I think it's the reason why it's magnified because we stand out. We stand out. You know, you go into a room and a black person walk in, we stand out. We
Because
just
we're
stand
so
out.
beautiful.
We just stand out. We just cause a what do you call it? We just I don't know. We just stand out. We
Or it
just
cause a slap.
Oh, we cause a slap. We're gonna have a drink to that. Yes, cause a slap.
whether it be a booty slap or a face slap.
Cause a slap.
That's pretty good right there, Bree. So, you know, I don't know, at the end of the day, was the slap
A trap.
It was a trap. I said it was.
So in what way do you feel like it was a trap? I mean, how is this going to become a trap for, let's just say, you know, for both of those individuals?
Well, I just think that we do have to hold our self-control no matter, you know, what comes at us in life, you know, and if we don't, that's the trap to mess us up and put us down to the next level. We can't go any higher if we keep making these mistakes. You
I
know,
agree 100%.
so
You have to be accountable for your actions.
Yes, you do.
No matter what someone says to you. Somebody cut you off in traffic, you going to drive them down and just run over. I mean,
yeah, people are
You gotta
just
let it
shooting
go.
people because of what they say to them.
you have to let it go. Road
If they
rage.
say something about their mama or something, they shooting them with guns.
People are angry.
You know, I don't know why people are so angry.
I think because we've been quarantined.
You think that's what caused
Yes.
that slap?
Like just then when you let a wild animal out the cage, they just weren't raggedy. Like they just, you got to
They
be.
trapped in the cage,
It's like
they
we've
ready to
been
get out.
trapped inside. We were never meant to be enclosed.
Yes.
Now everybody's coming out and everybody like, they're trying to readjust.
Yes.
And like everybody's mad. I mean, it's just,
So
ooh.
we're going to call that the QS, the quarantine slap. The quarantine
slap.
slap. Well, let's have a drink
Drink to the quarantine slap.
Y'all better stop this.
Oh Lord, the quarantine slap. Everybody's angry.
Wow.
They are. Now something just happened in San Bernardino. Or was it San Francisco yesterday?
I'm not sure. Tell us what happened.
30-something people or something got shot.
Ooh.
6 or 7 people died. A couple of them African Americans. They're keeping it under the low for some reason, not saying what happened. They don't want to speak
San
about
Bernardino. I got family in San Bernardino.
Was it Sacramento? It's
I think it was Sacramento.
Oh,
Yes.
Sacramento.
And we
okay.
still don't know what happened
And I
over the
believe
weekend.
they not caught the killer yet?
No.
Okay, so this person is still on the loose from what I heard, I
But
think.
what happened? Who's that angry?
Yeah.
Again.
Wow, that's interesting.
Well, you know what? Again, I think a lot has to do with mental illness. And I know back in the 80s, they closed down a lot of mental institutions back in the 80s.
That's going to be
And,
another topic. We're going to have that one as another topic,
You're
right?
talking about some slapping.
Yes.
Ooh,
Lord,
you talking about snapping and slapping.
Lord have mercy.
Oh, wow. That's
Yes.
interesting. So, well, this has really been a very interesting topic. And I guess we don't want to just, what they say about beat a dead horse. We don't want to slap a dead horse either.
We'll get kicked.
Oh, my goodness. So,
Oh, dear horse.
right, exactly. So, Breezy, you already know, baby,
Lord.
that you are the closer.
Oh, Lord.
So
let
you
me
want to
think
go
of
ahead and
something.
close this thing up for us and wind it on down?
Let me see what I can think of. Don't let that slap become a trap. That's it. Snap, snap.
Snap, snap. Don't let that snap become a trap. Hey, thank you all so much for
Yes.
joining us. And you
You
gonna
gonna
need
need
a
a
lot
lot
more
more
wine.
wine.
Cheers. One more drink of that watermelon. Man, I've been waiting on this for, you know, You get this cheek right here. Okay, you know what? Just because y'all slap me, I'm not gonna snap.
You're going to remain.
I'm gonna remain.
She's very calm.
Yeah, thank
and
you.
very
All right.
self-controlled.
Thank you all so much for joining
Yes,
us.
thank you.
You're gonna need a lot more wine.
And go subscribe, please, to our YouTube channel so you can see the upcoming shows.
Woohoo! Now that was good. Now that was good.